Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Maven Gaming, where today we are playing, again, Tales of Vesperia. Yep, we're continuing our adventure, so it hasn't actually been too long since the last upload. So last time we left off, we were... And yet when I try to think of the details, I still have a hard time trying to come up with them. Anyway, so last time we left off, we just got at the cusp of, dealing with the Dawn situation. Yuri had given Carol a pep talk. We went on an epic adventure to go and figure out what the hell we're going to do next. Ran into Jaeger. No, bad. Anyways, we then ran into Jaeger. He was gonna go and mourn the Dawn, which that's everything about him is fucking sus. And the party then was motivated to then continue their adventure. Carol ended up coming along after having a bit of a problem with the Dawn's passing, and then Yuri having to tell him to not be such a wimp. But otherwise, yeah. So all of that happened. And we went on that adventure to go find Judith. And we found her trying to protect Baul as he was trying to evolve into his new Pokemon form, which apparently turned into a giant flying whale. So there's that. And after he turned into a giant flying whale, we then deliberated on what we're going to do next. Estelle was committed to wanting to go meet Pharaoh, so that's what we did. And magically and just coincidentally, I just happened to find a way to continue that story without any sort of idea as to what the fuck I'm supposed to do. But yeah, I mean, they didn't even tell you where to go or anything. They just expected you to find it on your own, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, Mao Baul is someone who can now take the ship that we were all on and can take us above the skies and drop us off on the seas. And so we have a lot of means and methods of moving around in the world, which is great. That's pretty nice. But yeah, all of that happened. We met Pharaoh, and as it turns out, Pharaoh had revealed to us that Estelle is a poison on the planet. Apparently, her using air is a problem for the rest of the world, because if all life on the planet uses air, then her disrupting the flow of air could potentially kill everything on the planet. So, there's a lot of problems there, but she's not the only problem. We also learned that there's a type of Blastia called the Hermes Blastia that apparently does pretty much the same thing. So yeah, we have the Child of the Full Moon and Hermes Blastia that could potentially lead and sound the end of all life on the planet. So it's all great, all fine, all fine and dandy. Everything's all fine here. But otherwise, yes, that is very much the recap of that story. And then after meeting Pharaoh, we have to go talk to someone in Aspia who knows where the Critian city is, so... Yep. We're about to jump right into that. And I was proud that I didn't cough that much, if at all, in the last video. But anyways, yes! Let us go and find this person who knows where the city of Critians are, whatever they called it. The operating rate of our Blastia has been very high lately. Air control is going well, and research is proceeding smoothly. That's not what I wanted to know. Well, it makes sense that a Critian city would likely be something that a Critian would know, so I guess it would be that guy there, but I did notice that the party was in here, and then they probably had interesting dialogue, so I might as well go see what everybody's doing over here. What you all doing? I heard Critias are serious people. Do you think they'll tell us? I mean, they're not high elves, but they're kinda like elves. I'd help, but I don't want to get in any trouble. So I'd imagine that, yeah, they're probably going to be a little bit stuck up, if not uptight, about everything. Take your time so I can get some rest. Well, except for maybe Judy. Judy is the exception. The only thing she takes in pride is her looks, and honestly, that's not a terrible thing to take pride in. Did you find it? Not yet. What are you waiting for? Alright. Fuck it. I guess we're gonna go off and, figure out what the hell where the hell the person is who knows where the Cridian town is. So let's go find it. Let's ask the nearest Cridian.
You're searching for Miorzo?
It's voice acted suddenly.
That's the name of the city that they talk about in the Cridian legends. That's all I know.
Okay, Bryce.
Location? I don't know where it is. And even if I knew, I don't think it will be of any good to tell it to someone other than a Cridian.
I can see why, but, you're gonna help us anyway, Bryce. It's the only way.
You're searching for Miorzo? That's the name of the city. Location? And even
Seriously?
if I knew...
We have a Cridian in our party. The sky above Zaphius is looking unusual, they say. Maybe something happened with their barrier, Blastia. Oh, can't you leave me alone? Just a little bit more. Just don't talk to me. I can't think. Okay. Fuck me. Anyways, then. The Blastia thief was caught, right? And Mordio's gone. Now it's all down to the research results. Hehe. Who is this hooded assailant? You guys have something nice? It's a special flag. Something special will happen if you use it. When I say special, I mean special. It is a miracle. Well, you'll understand after reading the explanation and actually using it. Okay. Who the hell are you? And also, yes, we do have the special flag. Why does he know about it? Why does he even care? Where is that special flag? Look with your special eyes. We have so many fucking things in here. Anyways, where's that special flag? Here? I know we had the special flag, but where is it? Maybe we don't have it. Maybe I just thought we had it. Oh, there it is. A flag that allows you to change the party leaders in the menu. It won't give you an extra life. Well, yeah. That's not that special. It's locked. It must be a top secret facility. The key has a unique shape.
You're searching for Miorzo? That's the name of the city that they talk... Location? I don't... And even if I knew, I don't think it will be of any good to tell it to someone other than a Cridian.
Okay. But... well, this guy's clearly important because he's voice acted. Wait a minute. Isn't it... it's a little coincidental that there's a guy up there that talks about the special flag, and we so happen to have Judith in our party now, and the flag's special ability is just literally changing party leaders. I can watch her walk and away, walk towards and away from me all fucking day. Anyways.
Good day.
Wow, that was actually the solution.
Good day, my sister.
Judith.
I'm Tord.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Miorzo, would you? I'd like to go there. I need to know where Miorzo is located, and how I can get there.
You just said that.
Even if you reach the city, there won't be anything for you to see there. But what do you plan on doing there anyway?
We plan to learn the secrets of your history, and also try to figure out how Blastia works.
Is not Acridian's interest in her own ancestral city reason enough to go?
That is a good point. That's a very good point.
That is an
Anyways.
acceptable reason, but I'm afraid I don't know anything about where it could be.
Sure you don't.
I've heard your name before, Tort. You help guide those Cridians remaining on Earth up to the heavens. Will you not tell me because these humans are with me?
Our ancient law states that we cannot show anyone but our brothers and sisters the way to Miorzo.
Shouldn't it be a matter of whether they can be trusted rather than whether they're Cridian or not?
It is an interesting point, but it's not necessarily. I don't know. I think some racial bias is necessary, especially when dealing with humans. I'm speaking as a member of humanity myself. We can't be trusted all the time, if hardly at all. So the suspicion is warranted.
At the very least, these humans can be trusted.
Yes, at the very least, these particular humans.
I shall ask once more. Why do you seek Miorzo?
The world is headed towards some bad things, all thanks to Blastia. We want to go to know what happened in the past and how we can stop it. We want to help everyone, not just the Cridians. How's that?
Very well. I do not know if you'll find the answers to your questions, but I will show you the way.
Damn, that's it? Gee, well that was quick. That was easy. Oh, that was easy. Thank you, Bryce.
First of all, you'll need a special bell to open the path to Miorzo.
You know how we can get it, Bryce?
A bell?
Indeed. It is hidden in one of the southern caverns on the continent of Hippionia.
But isn't Hippionia really big?
I don't know.
The cavern is on a shore where red flowers bloom. If you use that as your guide, I'm sure you shall find it. Also,
What?
the door in the back of that cavern can only be opened by us Cridians.
So Judith has to come along.
What do you mean?
Don't worry, I'll see that we're allowed to enter.
And? What are we supposed to do with that bell?
Relax. You humans are always so impatient.
Well, I mean, our lives are very short. You have to understand. Also, our impulsive behavior and our impatience is kind of the charm of us humans.
Once you have the bell, you must travel to Agathor Forest.
The Agathor Forest? Isn't that on Hippionia too? I've heard.
Yes, the sacred land of the Cridians is located there.
Oh, so you already knew that? I feel like I did not mean to accidentally skip that.
So that's where the door to Miorzo is.
If you use the bell there, the door shall open. There is, however, a problem.
A problem?
Yes, Agathor Forest is being devastated by a mysterious group. In addition to their overwhelming numbers, they also carry with them strange Blastia.
Strange Blastia? Strange in what way?
I cannot fathom their motives, but this is certainly a matter of great concern.
I would imagine if they're devastating your forests, it would be of great concern.
So if we go to Miorzo, we have to do something about them?
Exactly. We need you to restore peace to our sacred land.
Yes, entrust the humans to restore peace to your sacred land. That sounds like a you problem, but sure, we'll clean up after you as well.
Gotcha. So we get that bell, beat the mysterious group senseless, ring the bell, and the door opens. That sound right?
Indeed.
I understand. Thank you.
May the road rise up to meet you, sister.
And you as well. Let's go back to where everyone's waiting.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Did you find out anything?
We found out a lot of things.
We've got a lead in a place called Adephagos Forest.
I'm pretty sure it's on the west side of Hippionia, to the south of here.
So, Myorzo's in that forest?
No, but a door is.
Huh? A door? What do you mean?
There's a door there that leads to Myorzo.
We were told the bell that opens the door is hidden in a cavern on a shore in Hippionia, where red flowers bloom.
It'd be fastest to just go and check it out.
First, let me rest.
Perhaps we should get some rest before leaving?
But
We don't really have a choice.
All right, then I'm gonna walk around town and search for clues about the treasure.
Yeah, you and your never-ending quest for Ifree's treasure.
Hey, hold it, you should really... Sheesh, she's gone already.
anyway, once we've gotten some rest, let's go look for that cavern in Hippionia.
What the hell did they call it? The Maristella? Sweet. Alright, back at it again. What the hell is up here? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. And came here the first time, there was some stuff here, but now there's nothing, hardly anything. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. What? She just ran off? Come on. I guess it is the next day, maybe. They did say they were gonna get some rest. Oh wow, we just ran right by her and didn't even notice.
So, Patty, did you find any clues about the Maristella?
There were a lot of books, but none of them were about Ifreed.
Or the Maristella? That's a little too disappointing.
Well, duh. This city only has books about Blastia.
Oh well, looks like I'm just gonna have to keep searching for clues with you guys.
Did you just Ifreed?
Huh?
I hate it when the fucking sound breaks suddenly. And also, yes, we were talking about Ifreed.
Hey, you. You that girl they've been saying is Ifreed's grandchild?
Here we go.
So, you neither admit nor deny it. And I guess it must be true. Interesting. So you're the grandchild of that bastard who disgraced the guilds. You just look like a regular brat to me. Why don't you say something? Can't even defend your own grandfather?
Doesn't really remember anything, doesn't even know him.
Oh yeah, I guess that's something no one could ever defend, huh? Considering all the nasty stuff he did.
How can you say such horrible things?
How? Well, because it's the truth. Hey, wait! You guys must be Siren's Fang's newest guild members, right?
We're Brave Vesperia.
Brave Vesperia? What a funny name. What kind of a guild is that?
Are you just here to start shit? Is that all you came here to do, is start shit? Look, buddy, if you really want to bark up this tree, you're more than free to do so, but it's not going to end well for you.
Well, it's, you see...
Why? You gonna give us some good jobs if we tell you?
I don't have any jobs to give shady thugs involved with Ifreed like you guys. Brave Vesperia, huh? It's good for nothing trash like you who've been tarnishing what it means to be a guild.
Bruh, you hardly even know us. You're just sitting there spouting nonsense without even knowing who the hell we are or what we do or what we even stand for. You only came over here because you just wanted to talk shit about Ifreed.
You're the good-for-nothing trash who's been tarnishing the name of the city.
You're Rita Mordio?
Looks like there's a lot more vulgar pieces of trash than the last time I was here. Geez, it'll be a real nuisance if anyone thinks I'm associated with you. Let's get out of here.
God damn. Just fucking destroy him, why don't you?
Wait!
Oh? Was there something else you wanted to say?
No!
But what are we gonna do? I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna spread rumors.
They always do. It doesn't matter. Rumors are rumors. The guy doesn't even know us.
I don't care. If that's the kind of thing that could destroy our guild, we would have been finished a long time ago.
Yeah, we should just let people say what they're going to say.
If only other people can follow this rule. No, they always have to either get the last word in, or they always have to fucking be the kind of people who are just like, no, I am nothing like that, and fight everyone tooth and nail over it. It's just like, bruh, just let it go. Just let it go. People like that, haters are gonna hate. You just gotta let them hate. On top of all of that nonsense, though, being associated with Ifreed would be a particularly troublesome rumor, but it's not gonna be that bad, because who's gonna actually believe it? The only people who are actually gonna believe something like that are the kind of people who have nothing better to do than the gossip. I'm not worried at all. And besides, all of our deeds and actions, the things that can actually be proven, will definitely stand out far more than fucking rumors. And that's also a thing that I wish companies in particular would understand, is that, you know, you can sit on your ass all day, like the twitmongers, and talk about how you're all about that virtue, but it's like, bruh, you're not even really virtuous until you actually do something noteworthy. You think a knight is only recognized as such by sitting on his ass and spouting nonsense all day? No. You think he's recognized because he literally talks people to death about the problems of the world and all of its woes, and does literally nothing about them other than to complain about them? No. A knight is only recognized because they do something that's notable and worthy of being regarded as knightly, as something noble. It's supposed to be an honorable type of position. It's a gesture. It's like a gesture. It's like a kind of, it's a noble sort of title that is only given to people who have done outstanding things for the good of people and the good of a community or of mankind or a country. It's not something that is given lightly. It's one of the reasons why they call the Twitter Warriors the Twitter Warriors. It's because they're not really even knights, and they don't behave like like people of noble virtue. They behave like a bunch of candy-ass pansies. And they often shoot themselves more in the foot than they do actually stand and actually accomplish something. So yeah, twitmongers and twit warriors they are. And I like the twit in that, because they are twits. They're all twits. They're all twats too, I'm sure. Anyways, point being, if that guy's rumor mill spinning is gonna destroy us, that'd be pretty fucking pathetic. But that probably would happen in the modern era. I would definitely take that kind of shit with a little bit more grain of salt, but it's not like it's gonna kill you. You just gotta respond to rumors and bullshit by being even better than the rumors themselves.
Wasn't our destination ashore in Hippionia where red flowers bloom?
Ah, yeah.
Then let's get going.
Patty joined the party after we got literally annoyed and partially harassed by some stranger for no reason other than because we said the name Ifreed, and then suddenly he's like, are you that Ifreed's grandchild? Don't you know how awful he is? I honestly don't understand why people think it's totally okay to just mouth off like that. I haven't seen these guys in a bit. What's new in the day in the life of you guys? I guess I'm alright. 50 gold? Sure. Probably get an interesting cutscene about these two. Or maybe we already been here before and did. I have no idea anymore. Anyway. So, we head to Hippionia and, look for red flowers. Right. It's a tall-ass mountain. I have no idea where Hippionia is. I should probably look on the map. This map won't tell me much, though. I don't think I've been over here before yet. It's kind of neat. Anyways, so yeah, I guess now we just look at the map. I have not been anywhere over here. Hey, there's something here. Looks like a statue of something. Oh, there's no Adephagos right there. The place is pretty neat. Hang on. Red flowers. Did I find it already? Where is Hippionia? I guess it wouldn't be on the list of things. But this does definitely look like it. It's got red flowers. It's supposed to be located on the ocean, right? That looks like a ruin over here. Or a mansion, I have no idea. What the hell is that? It's a clam! Gave me resources. So, what's this place? Oh, it's a mountain of some sort. I guess. I can't interact with it. It's got a red tree at the top of it. Well, that looks pretty close to the description we were given, so might be it. Well, we were able to stop here at least.
This is it, right?
Okay, here it is. How is it that I suddenly find these things? I just go exploring just like a little bit, and then I find it. And of course, it's the one time I'm like, oh, I haven't been over here before, and since I can fly, why not just go ahead and take a look over here real quick?
It matches the description Tort gave us, but...
A shore in Hippionia where red flowers bloom, right?
Maybe Tort tricked you guys.
I mean, that's also possible, but I didn't even realize this was Hippionia. It didn't even say anything on the map.
Either that or we came to the wrong place.
Wait. I can feel a draft coming from in there.
The inside must be hollow.
Out of the way!
She's gonna blow it up. Or
It's
just
open.
negate it with dark magic. I don't know. Sweet, we found a cave.
What
What kind of a nasty person does something like that?
The kind of nasty person who doesn't like it when people go snooping around in their things. And likely just wants to keep themselves hidden.
Perhaps they sealed it up to keep fishy people like you from getting in.
Exactly.
Whoa! You're really gunning for old Raven? Sometimes you can be so mean, Judith.
Yeah, well, you're a human, so...
What's wrong, Patty?
Did you remember something?
It's nothing. I was just a little scared of the dark.
Oh, what? You've been in caves like this before. That's some bullshit. You remembered something, didn't you?
You're scared of the dark? You really are a kid.
Shut up, Carol.
Look who's talking.
Exactly.
If you're scared, you can wait here.
I'm fine. I'll go with you guys.
Something's putting her off, though. This music's kind of ominous, though. It's over here. Oh, what the hell is this? Are these a bunch of graves? These gravestones?
Huh? What is that?
It's a pirate hat.
What are all these stones doing in a place like this? It's so creepy.
It's a fucking burial site. Rita, can't you tell by the fact that they're all placed in one area with fucking words written on them, scribblings that could easily be probably names?
Wait, these aren't graves, are they?
Maybe we really did come to the wrong place.
But even if that's the case, why are there so many here? Why? I can't believe how many there are.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead people here.
I never imagined we'd find a place like this while we were searching for the home of the Cridia.
It's clearly related to Ifrid somehow. Oh, is this Ifrid's burial site? Did he and his crew die here? Oh, did they end up killing themselves? Oh, what if they all killed themselves and the last few surviving members decided that they would put away their dead bodies, or they asked someone to help bury them after they killed themselves for the things that they've committed, and Patty, likely having witnessed all of that, was so traumatized by the whole thing that she had literally blocked those memories from her mind and now has serious traumatic amnesia. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Be a little dark, but I mean, this game has been kind of getting darker as we go along, so. But I guess it hasn't been this bad.
There's something written over there.
Yeah, it probably says Ifrid.
Here lie the victims of the Black Hope Massacre. We mourn their deaths, and in this place lay their souls to rest.
Oh. Oh, is this the massacre that Ifrid committed? Which made him an infamous bandit? Which, you know, it basically besmirched his name and made him into a fucking pariah? Is that the massacre?
These are all victims of the Black Hope Massacre!
And these are the graves of people who were killed by Ifrid?
Yes, but I had no idea there could be so many.
I mean, they did say it was a pretty bad incident.
Patty! I never thought. Patty.
No matter how you look at it, this is just too much. You can't expect a child to accept such a cold reality at her age.
So what's a burial site for a massacre that happened doing here? Why doesn't anybody else know about it? It was just hidden away behind a fucking illusion.
I wonder who built these graves.
Who knows? Maybe there were some survivors of the massacre.
Maybe. But then why is there a pirate hat on top of one of the stones?
But this is so horrible.
I'm going to look for the key to Miorzo. You all should stay here.
What? You're going by yourself?
We can't bring Patty along when she's like this, can we?
There aren't any signs of monsters here. We should go too. Repeat, take good care of Patty, okay?
You're leaving the dog with Patty? It's not a terrible idea. Ooh. Completely at a loss for words. I guess she never really understood the gravity of the massacre that took place, but now she's kind of getting a good sense of it. Or, you know, maybe maybe she does have memories from that traumatic event, and so it's all kind of flooding back to her ever so slightly. Or she has, or she has the same emotional response that she had when it first happened.
Looks like a dead end.
Maybe the old man was right, and we really did come to the wrong place.
And perhaps the emotional response that she's getting is not necessarily something that she understands because she doesn't understand where it's coming from. And maybe it's a response from her memories. Like, she like, her body remembers the fact that this was a terrible, terrible moment.
But there weren't any other shores with red flowers, were there?
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
I mean, it says it only opens for Cridians. It only makes sense we wouldn't fucking find it.
Illusion, be undone. It is I of the chosen people whom you have anxiously awaited.
Well, I'll be damned.
A door?
What? What did you do?
She just made a little chant and then it responded.
The Cridians possess an ancient power known as the Negig that can read the information in objects. I used that power to learn the secret phrase that would remove the enchantment that hid this door.
I see. So this is what Tort meant when he said the door could only be opened by a Cridian.
Now, let's go inside.
I'm not going inside. Now that I know this is the way, we're going back, because there's other paths that we have yet to take. One in particular. I want to go see what's up there. And it's a chest. What's in here? Anchor circlet? A circlet with an anchor ornament. Popular of the men of the sea? Only Patty can wear it. We got two things that only Patty can use, and Patty's not even in the party. You would think having people come and go from the party would get annoying after a while, but, you know, the story elements make these things actually, you know, like, they actually make it very easy to swallow. And plus, it's not like that you'll completely miss them from combat, because everybody else seems to be able to pull their own weight in a combat scenario, so it's not always a bad thing when one character decides to just up and fuck off. What is this thing?
Could this be the key for the door to Miorzo?
I mean, it is a bell with a crystal as its hammer.
Yes, we were told it's a bell, so this...
Yep, it has to be it. Guide bell to Miorzo.
Still, why is there a graveyard in the cave where the bell was hidden?
See, even Raven's asking questions about that.
It's just a coincidence.
How's that a coincidence?
Maybe. I bet the person who built that graveyard didn't know the bell was hidden here.
I guess that's to be expected with the door being invisible.
Maybe the person who closed the entrance to this cave was the one who built the graveyard.
What for?
Who knows? Maybe to prevent grave robbing. Or maybe there was some other reason they had to hide this place.
It is true that Tort never said anything about the cave entrance. You might be right.
So someone went to all the trouble of burying those people in such a remote location? Is that really all it is?
I don't know, but we've got the bell we came for, so let's go back and see Patty.
Yuri, did Eifried really kill all those people?
I mean, I think there's a good plausible deniability that you know, history is told usually by the victors, and people who look back on certain incidences, and also, you know, people's memories and people's perspectives can easily and always be a little fickle. They're and also easily obscured by circumstantial evidence. A lot of circumstantial evidence. Like, Eifried could have killed all those people, true, but something could have happened to all those people, and so some of the people who weren't at the scene when this shit was going down came to the town and realized, holy shit, what the hell's going on? And saw Eifried killing and massacring a bunch of people, but didn't realize that what he was doing was actually giving the people who were at the village a bit of a mercy killing. But you know, who knows? It's also possible that, you know, Eifried probably didn't have the most the tightest of group. And so maybe some of them rebelled, tried to kill off the villagers, and in the process of trying to stop them, the villagers got involved, in a sort of like well, you know, they just got caught in the crossfire. But they don't really talk about Eifried's men going berserk either, so there's a lot of possibilities. But all in all, legends, myths, rumors, and basically history, it's all written by people who it's all written from a certain point of view. And trying to understand all the pieces is usually very, very fucking hard, because it takes a lot of theorizing and perspective shifting to really gauge the full picture, the full scope of a situation. And that's something that most people can't do. Which is why most people tend to always have a very obscure idea of what a situation actually is. I mean, there's no better example than if you go on Twitter. It always comes back to Twitter. God damn it.
Maybe he did.
Patty.
That's the truth she was after.
Yes, but she wasn't at all prepared for it.
I don't think anyone would be prepared to know that their grandfather was the reason that an entire people or village, town got massacred or anything. I mean, I would be a bit concerned by that. I don't even remember the full scope of what the massacre was even about. I just know that he killed a bunch of people. I think they were religious people too. They might have been sisters or something. Or I could just be thinking about The Witcher 3 and Morvarg. That quest was fucking lit, by the way.
Right. Let's hurry back.
Woof.
Thank you, Rapide. We got what we came for. Can you stand up, Patty? We're going.
Can you even stand up?
Are you going already?
Do you need more time?
Are you okay?
No.
I'm fine.
That doesn't sound fine.
Don't push yourself, okay?
Cypher.
Sifo Diaz? Wait. How is he in this world? I'm sorry, she. See, I wasn't kidding in my last video when I said I had Star Wars on the brain.
Can you come with us? Could she be?
Could she be what? Damn it. What the hell were you gonna say? Wait, what does this headstone say? Can we get a good reading of this headstone? Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, well, we already know what it practically says because Estelle read it to us, but I mean, geez. I would like to know what if there was any more details to it. Getting the fuck out of here. I don't think there's anything else here, right?
All we've got left to do is to ring the bell we just got in Agathor Forest.
I agree.
Where the fuck is Agathor Forest?
Yuri, I need to talk to you.
Just Yuri? I know he's like your comfort pillow and everything, but...
What is it?
I'd like to say goodbye to all of you now.
So it's more than just Yuri. Why did you exclude him specifically? Never mind.
It's time for us to part ways.
Are you sure about that?
You sure?
Yeah, are you? What the hell do you know? You must remember something, don't you?
Why so sudden? You don't like traveling with us anymore?
No, it's that she remembers something and she can't be here as a result of that.
No, that's not it.
If you feel uncomfortable around us because of what you learned about Ifried, then...
Just don't want to cause you guys any more trouble. Even if you don't mind, well, I do.
Well, that's too fucking bad now, isn't it? I actually give a shit now. I'm invested in this journey. We're going with you whether you like it or not. How does that sound?
Patty.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Exactly.
Rita?
Every single one of these guys causes nothing but trouble.
Everyone here's a troublemaker, even Rita. All Rita does is like to blow shit up.
Do you really think you're any more of a troublemaker than the rest of us?
Rita.
If it's really just so you can focus on what you need to do, then I won't try to stop you.
It'll be lonely around here without you.
We've come this far together. There's no need to hold back.
Everyone's pretty used to each other's bullshit, I guess, by this point.
We crossed the desert and fought so many battles together.
God, countless.
Besides, you don't need to give an answer here and now, do you?
Plus, if you leave us now, we won't be able to pilot the ship, and we'll be in real trouble.
Is that true? Do we really need her for that?
Just think about it after your emotions have calmed down. You can pick what you want to do then.
I mean, we have Baul.
Until that time, though, why don't you come with us?
Okay.
All right. It's off to Agathor Forest.
We just gotta get rid of those suspicious guys and ring the bell, right?
Yes.
Patty earned the Troubled Girl title. I think troubled's an understatement. Huh?
Do you think Patty is all right?
No.
No memories, no knowledge of what the geezer did, forced to face reality. It'd discourage anyone.
She looks so miserable. What can I possibly say to help her?
It's best to leave her alone for now.
Repeat.
What's troubling you, Rapide? Rapide. The thing is...
Pooch is the best companion at times like these.
I hope that she can find some measure of peace this way.
Bitches love animals. I can't think of a better method for her to cope. Bitches love animals. I can't think of a better option. Immediately thinking of that fucking meme involving the bird and the sticks. Shit, that fucking it's fucking hilarious. Oh, now we can go here. No, wait, this is something else, isn't it? I get, yeah, this seems to be something else. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Wait, is this Agathor Forest? Hold the goddamn phone. Uh-huh, that's not what I needed. Jormgen. What is the thing that I just entered, game? Really? It's not even on the map. Come on. What the hell is this place? What the hell is this? Huh? Oh, that's Nordopolica. Oh, wow, I can fucking quick travel? That's awesome! I don't need to fly anywhere. I could just, quick travel to places now. Neat! Alright. Let's see, so there's this ruin down here. There's a hole in that mountain. There was a freaking tree thing somewhere. Actually, let's stop here for a second. I want to see what the hell this is. What's this? Some sort of ruins, maybe. But if it doesn't look like humans built anything here. Judy, do you know anything about this place? No, to me it looks like it was formed naturally rather than made by human hands. There's not anything here from the looks of it. Well, let's have a look around at least. Looks pretty here. At the very least. Uh-huh. If I switched party leads, would that help? Of course not. Can't go this way. Well, nothing for us here. So, where was that thing? I believe it was near Nordopolica. So, let's start there. Nordopolica. Alright, there it is, and there this is. Now we can go here.
This is Agathor Forest, a holy place for the Christian people.
Well, it's a nice hop is skipping away from where we were just at, so... At least the objectives are never too far from one another.
Huh. It's nicer here than I imagined. Not a bad spot at all.
It almost feels homely here. Why is the music so homely?
Whoa, really? I thought you liked being cooped up in cold, dark labs and stuff.
I wish I could have seen it in its original state.
That must be the Blastia the mystery group brought with them.
But that's a hope loan, Blastia.
What do you mean by mystery group?
We weren't able to get any details, but Tord said he'd tell us how to get to Myorzo if we did something about them.
Would doing something include smashing that thing?
That would be the case, I would imagine.
I wonder. I suppose we could if there are no complaints.
I'll fix it so there's no need for you to break it.
Oh? I'll leave it to you then.
Yeah, I forgot she has a thing about people breaking Blastia. Can't get over that, can she?
Are you gonna rest on the ship?
No, I'll go.
There is something fucking wrong with Patty. She remembers something, she just doesn't want to talk about it.
So, is Myorzo here?
I wonder.
I get the feeling it won't be easy to find.
Nobody we talked to had even heard of a town called Miorzo.
You'd expect to see more activity in this place if anybody knew there was a town here.
The difficulty of the road might be responsible for that, though.
Man, why'd the Critians have to go and build a town in a place like this anyway?
Probably to avoid a lot of prying eyes.
We're just gonna have to check it out for ourselves to make sure then.
Of course, everything here is cute as fuck.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Wait, what the fuck is that? A clucket? Okay.
Don't move! Lunarondo!
Shining Dragon Sword!
Enduring protection! Lunarondo!
Sever!
New Moon Blade! Hum! Luna Gale! Angel Ring!
Get out of here!
Moonlight
Hey.
Blast! Luna Ascendant!
Take this! Azure Wolf!
That tries Soul Shine! Photon!
Come on, Wind!
We have certainly grown stronger.
We're certainly getting somewhere. Panacea bottle. Alright. I think now's a good time to also switch up the party again, since it is a new video. I kind of at least like to keep it varied a little bit. It's a little weaker, so why not? Oh yeah, I forgot I'm having him try and get more... Trying to have him max that out. Oh well. I mean, if he ends up not doing too well or dies a lot, I mean, you could always just have him sit in the background, I guess.
Don't get cocky!
Shining Dragon Sword!
Dividing Blade! Reaper Knock! Reaper Knock! Power that tries Soul Shine! Photon!
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
All right!
Hey, that kinda hurt.
I mean, if Yuri thinks that kind of hurts, that makes me wonder. Maybe Carol's stronger than he looks. How ironic would that be? The biggest coward also happens to be the strongest
Prepare to
member.
meet your doom!
I mean, then again, he does run around wielding this big-ass weapon all the time.
Thunder Break! Try Soul Shine! Photon!
Fang Strike!
Pow Hammer!
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
All right!
Oh my god, what if Carol is this game's version of Cloud Strife? Can you imagine? Oh wait, no. He has to be the Zack of this story, because Yuri's already the Angeal of this story at this point. At least he's serving a similar function.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Shining Fangs!
Gotcha.
That was quick. If you wish to be the leader of a guild, Carol, you must first have to have dreams and honor. Okay.
Resurrection! Flash once! Top! Dragon Upper! Delightful!
Alright, who's next? I'm just getting started.
Yep, audio's breaking. Stop it. Why do you keep breaking? I don't even know what causes it to break most of the time. Come to think of it, I think I will turn the volume down ever so slightly. I'll turn it back. I'll turn it down to 19. No, maybe 17. Maybe 18's good. I don't know. I don't want it too low, but I also don't like the fact that it keeps breaking, and I don't know what causes it. Could just be a a sudden flux in audio, or maybe it's just that my PC's underpowered or some shit. It could be a lot of things. I don't need that. In fact, I could have just said yes on that because I never use them. So, what's the Empire doing here? Oh, let me guess. The Empire is the ones who are causing this shit. They never specified who was causing problems.
Halt! This area is currently under control of the Imperial Knights.
The Royal Guard. This is the Commandant's private force of elite knights.
Oh my god, are you serious? Why is the Commandant here? Actually, furthermore, what the fuck is he going to do here? Like, come to think of it, is he an asshole? I don't even remember the Commandant was an asshole.
What are the Commandant's forces doing in a forest like this with Hopalon Blastia?
I have no reason to answer your questions, and civilian activity is restricted by law in this area.
Well, maybe you people respond better when the fucking royal family member's here.
Be that as it may, why are you pointing that weapon at us like that?
Bring it on!
Are you really about to attack civilians unprompted? Wow. You guys are fucking assholes. Maybe you guys are just a bunch of dickheads.
Take this!
This is power!
Shiny Dragon Force! Angel
I didn't think the Commandant was a massive douche, but maybe he is. If he's got his men set to attack on sight.
This wasn't supposed to.
Shiny Dragon Force! Take that!
This wasn't.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Man, that escalated quickly.
It did. They just attacked for no reason.
Well, we're off to a good start.
So the mysterious group of people was the Imperial Knights.
That's not surprising to me. What is surprising is that they're the Commandants.
But why did he attack us?
Maybe because they're doing something here that they don't want anyone to know about?
That makes perfect fucking sense to me. Maybe they already know that the Cridian city is here.
You mean, with that Blastia?
Maybe, yeah.
You said you were gonna come with us, so you better pull yourself together.
I know.
Watch out!
What the fuck? They're trying to kill us now? Whoa.
Estelle!
Whoa. Did you just tank that hit for us, or did you literally shield it with your power?
What did you just do?
What did you just do?
Same as what she did in Heliard. Estelle's power took the air and made it dissipate. You've got to stop doing crazy things like that.
I'm sorry. I just thought about how everyone was in danger, and before I knew it, my power...
Her power is starting to unconsciously respond to her feelings.
Oh, interesting. Are you saying she's going on autopilot? That's not good. That's not good at all, actually. That means the power might have a will of its own. Can you imagine?
That last attack came from that Blastia. It was aiming straight at us.
Oh, what if it's a subconscious power? What if the Child of the Full Moon's power is fueled and is controlled by the unconscious mind? And that's why Estelle is so goddamn gun-ho about wanting to help people. It's because she genuinely wants to help people, and her unconscious mind is the same way. Therefore, her power and Estelle's feelings are one and the same.
Which means that Estelle will end up using her power every time we're shot at.
But then, what should I do?
You've got to control yourself, lady.
Hey, you saved us, didn't you?
Yeah, if that had hit us head on, we would have been goners for sure.
But this isn't really something to just be like, oh, yay, Estelle saved the day once again. Now let's give her a pep talk about how great her power is at saving people.
We should be mad at the fact that they shot at us, not that Estelle protected us.
That is true. We can worry about that later.
We've sworn to settle Estelle's problems, along with the world's problems.
Which is a tall fucking order, by the way.
Everything we're doing right now is towards that purpose. We shouldn't let the details get in our way.
But won't Pharaoh get mad if she keeps doing stuff like this?
It is true. He probably would get pissed off.
Whether it's by a Blastia or by Pharaoh, I don't want to be barbecued alive.
I don't disagree.
Come on, this is simple. We just have to do something about that Blastia, right?
That's right.
Let's pummel the jerks who are controlling that Blastia!
Did she say plummel? Did the fucking actor have a flub? That was kind of funny.
Alright, let's go. Try to keep a low profile.
How do you have a low profile in an open plane? Can someone explain that to me? Also, we just beat up a couple of their guards, and if the fighting gets loud enough, they probably will know where we are.
If you keep standing around, we're gonna leave you behind.
That is a likely possibility.
Stay close behind me, Estelle. My magic will protect you if they attack with a Hoplon Blastia.
But you'd be putting yourself in danger, Rita.
We're all in danger, so relax. Or maybe you don't believe I can do it.
No. I'm just worried about you.
Well, I'm worried about you.
Those two sure have come a long way.
Their little fights were fun, though. Oh well, I guess this way's healthier for everyone.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hey, Peanut Gallery! Shut up, or we'll leave you behind.
She's still got a couple of rough spots to work on, though.
It's not that she's got a couple of rough spots to work on, it's that she's developed quite an attachment to Estelle. It's not... There's a little bit of a difference here. You're not seeing, guys. Anyways. But, yeah, the two biggest worrywarts of our group is now,
You'll be gone soon enough.
Is now having a battle of the worrywart. I don't know which one to go after first. Oh, of course the big one's going after us. Oh wait, never mind.
Here I go!
Shining Fang!
Here I go! Wonderful!
Shining Dragon Sword!
Here I go! The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Which way to go? Which way to go? Hell yeah. That looks like a dead end though.
This looks easy.
Let me at him!
Shining Dragon Sword!
Starstroke!
Here I go!
Azure!
We're done. Yeah, I feel good.
Sweet. You finally learned that damn skill. Alright, time to switch that out. Alright, so we got Ares. So that does that. Magic attack his ass, but he doesn't use magic anyways. Does raise everything else too. Damn, raises a lot of things. Holy shit. Vorpal Sword. Ares does that. Vorpal Sword does that. Ares is clearly the superior blade. Oh, I can use that? Oh, and so can he. Nah. We'll use the Vorpal Sword. Alright. Let's check his skills. Because you know they're probably a little at odds now. Or not. It looks like he's fine. Okay. can't go this way as I thought. I don't know if I want to go that way. There's ways to that Blastia cannon up there. That Helpland Blastia.
I'll do my best.
Finishing smash!
Shining Dragon Swarm! Azure Edge!
Dragon up!
Yeah! Healing circle!
Azure Edge!
Here
Ow.
I go!
Azure! Azure Edge!
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
All right!
Hey, that kind of hurt.
Ugh.
I'm gonna do it! Lightning wave!
Azure! Ghost Wall!
Stars
Azure!
Here I go!
Yeah! Power hammer!
Dragon upper! That was awesome! I feel this power inside me!
Yeah, right. Alright. Good old Raven.
I'm gonna do it!
Shining Dragon Swarm!
Damn it, dog.
Finishing beast crash!
Azure Edge! Azure Edge!
No way!
Azure Edge!
Yeah! Power hammer!
Mithril Helm. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got new stuff for Patty.
Piece of cake!
Don't get careless.
Punishing beast crash!
Fang!
Oh, power hammer!
Azure Edge!
Photon! Oh, and your is your magnificent embrace!
Azure! Azure! Ghost Wall!
Dragon upper!
Azure Edge! Azure!
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
All right!
Hey,
Okay. Where does this way lead? Just leads to over here, doesn't it? It looks like it just does. Can't tell where the hell we are. Huh? I did not realize that there were weird animations you can do.
Leave
Why
it
does
to
the
me!
right bumper do that?
Shining Dragon Swarm!
Dragon
No way!
Here I go!
Azure Edge! Azure!
we're done.
Yeah, not the time for that.
our chance!
It's nothing personal.
Okay.
Shining Fang! Wonderful!
I always end up attacking this one first.
Shining Dragon Sword!
Hell yeah.
Arise, O light of life! Repeat!
Yeah, this is to the objective, so maybe going around the other way. Ay, ay, ay.
This looks easy.
Let me at him!
That one looks like it'd be a bigger problem.
Shining Dragon Sword!
Oh, angelic princess graciously magnificent.
All right, who's next?
Dragon Strike! No way!
Shining Dragon Sword!
Dragon Upper!
Azure!
Repeat, that was awesome!
Repeat, that was wonderful.
You could act a little more grateful, you know.
That was new.
Piece of cake!
Don't get cocky.
Fang!
Wonderful.
Azure Edge!
Here I go.
Azure!
Yeah.
Azure!
Dragon Upper!
The sign of victory.
And there's a cave there. Come on.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let me at him!
Azure!
Oh, Silverlight.
Shining Fang!
Here I go!
Shining Fang!
Magnificent grace.
Azure!
Gale.
Azure Edge!
Here I go!
That's what happens when I get serious.
I'll be taking that. I'll be taking that. Got a new weapon for Rita. And other than the cave, that seems to be the only thing that's really here. And a monster and the downwards path.
I'm gonna do it! Destroy!
Oh,
Destructive Fang Shot!
Fang Strike! Azure! Take this! Azure Wolf! Azure!
Here I go! Dragon Upper!
I'm just getting started.
I just keep getting
okay. So we can't even go down that way. Alright, so to the cannon it is. Alright, what are you guys up to?
It's them!
Get out of our way.
Oh my god. I feel bad for that guy.
No way!
Princess Grant is your
Ow.
magnificent grace.
Azure Edge! Take this!
Take this! Here I go! Come to me! Here I go!
Shining Dragon's War! Take this!
Rise, O light of life!
Take this! Azure!
Wonderful!
Take this! Azure!
Leave the pretty pink-haired lady alone.
Circle!
Azure Edge! Shining Fang!
This is
Shining Dragon's War!
This wasn't supposed to happen.
This is
Azure!
no way!
Ow.
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
All right!
Yeah, I feel good.
I will use this power for justice.
Interesting.
Now then, at least we don't have to worry about being shot at anymore.
We might have stopped the Knights, but we still gotta deal with this guy. He's not a Hermes Blastia, but the formula's been encrypted.
Care to explain in English?
Basically, without a key to decode the formula, we can't turn it off.
Wait, you mean the language you speak in this world is fucking English? Awesome.
So I assume breaking the code isn't...
No, it's not easy. Even if I could break it, that would take time. Maybe if
I don't think this will take much time at all.
Wait! But you said...
What the f...
What are you doing here?
Well, he clearly hid, and Judah sniffed him out.
Perhaps he is this Blastia's engineer.
No! I mean, I am an engineer and all, but I was just following orders! I swear I never wanted to get involved in something like this!
You better start talking.
Undo the code and stop this Blastia now!
Yes, of course, right away!
I'm sorry for surprising you back there.
Huh. Duh. I knew right away you were only trying to make me jump.
Bullshit.
Oh?
At least that's one problem down. Now we can go to Myorzo once the weather clears.
No!
What?
What is it?
To make Yuri jump like that is interesting. Oh shit, there's another one!
Yuri!
Damn. What a boss. Yuri just tanked that blow like a champ.
I could use your help here, kid.
Right.
Should have known they'd have another one of these.
Yuri, don't tell me you did that to keep me from using my power.
Well, I'm sure that's exactly what he did it for.
Don't you think that was a bit reckless?
He's done more reckless things in the past.
Indeed. Do you have a death wish?
This is nothing.
Yuri, I'm sorry. It was my fault.
Stop blaming yourself. You did it because you weren't supposed to use your power to begin with. So stop whining.
Hey, you did the same for us before, right? Well, now we're even.
Exactly. There's no need for this. No need for this. You just need to calm down and just let us handle all of the heavy lifting.
But
Estelle, perhaps a simple thank you would do best.
That would be best.
Thank you.
Moving right along, we'd better do something about that other Blastia.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know... Hey!
Fast, little bugger. We better catch him quick.
Please wait. Patty is... Rita, I'm sorry. I let him get away.
Don't worry about it. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, but you said it wasn't easy.
As long as the Knights aren't around, we don't have to worry so much about how long it takes. Besides, who do you think you're dealing with? I'm the genius mage, Rita Mordio. If it's me versus a Blastia, I'll win or die trying.
God, that is some ego.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
What are you doing? If we leave it like this, someone could use it again. I'll just make a few adjustments. I'm sorry.
Nothing shines quite so bright as a young person with something they're willing to risk their life for.
For somebody who stood on death's doorstep, saying you'll do something or die trying isn't just a figure of speech.
Huh? Death's doorstep?
Didn't you say you almost died during the Great War?
Huh. Forgot I mentioned that. Well, only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath. Words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
You okay, old man?
Here I am, running off at the mouth. I get a bit sentimental when I start digging up the past. Come on! On!
Ready to go?
God, he's such a weirdo. Alright. Patty needs to get her shit together. Okay, but other than that, we need to go deal with that other Blastia. Everything's gotta be so complicated. The only way forward is in the cave, so in the cave we go, I guess.
Everyone, take cover!
What? Oh, shit.
Is everyone okay?
I'll live.
Me too.
This time the old man looks a little worse for wear.
Yeah, he is kind of keeled over, isn't he?
Hey, old man, want to sit this one out? We can go on ahead.
If you leave me behind, there ain't any place else for me to go.
Come on. Even Yuri wouldn't leave you here for good. And anyway, you could always go back to Altos, couldn't you?
There's always that, I suppose. But they're, how do I say it? Not the same as you guys.
Oh, really?
I think that's probably more of a compliment than anything else you've said so far.
Well, if you're okay, old man, let's get over to that Blastia before it recharges and attacks us again.
Also, I can't tell if he was being honest when he said that, or if he's just saying that because he just needs to stick around with us because of some other reason.
Aye, aye. Roger that.
I feel like he's just following us for another reason entirely.
Piece of cake!
Don't get careless.
Lightning wave! Here I come!
Azure!
Stop! Destroying rock!
Azure Edge!
Holy power, come to me!
Hey!
Ha! First aid!
We're done.
Okay. We're still going that. Alright. Damn it.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Shining Fang! Azure Edge!
Destructo Pain Shot!
Shining Dragon Swarm! Azure Edge!
First aid! Embrace the light of life!
Here I go!
Healing circle!
We're done.
Yeah, he's starting to run out of TP here. Got it.
This looks easy!
Let me at him!
Azure! Shining!
Alright, who's next?
Azure!
I'm just getting started.
3,000 gold. Who just leaves money in a chest? Come on, really? There we go.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't get cocky.
Shining Fang! Azure Edge! Azure!
Wonderful!
Azure Edge!
Yeah! Here I go!
Fang!
Top! Dragon number!
All right, who's next? All right, who's next? Azure!
Dragon upper! We must go on.
Alright. More and more monsters. Really? This rain thing
looks
never
easy.
works.
Let me at
It's so fickle.
him! Gaia bug!
Azure Edge! Azure!
Dragon upper!
Azure!
Top! Rise, a light of life! Here I come! Top! Dragon healing circle!
Trying to regain my TP. Ever so slightly. Hey, safe station. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I had to check on something. Alright, let's go. I doubt there's anything other than treasure down here.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Shining Fang!
Finishing smash!
Azure Edge! Azure! Shining Fang! Azure Edge! Azure!
Here I go! You didn't think I was that strong, did you?
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let me at him!
Fang!
Come, oh Silverlight! Angel Ring!
Azure Edge!
Oh, Angelic Princess!
All right, who's next?
Oh, Angelic Princess, grant us your magnificent embrace! Nightingale!
Azure Edge!
Come on, let's keep going.
Yeah, I feel good.
Uh-huh. Did he ever learn the equipment for the defender? Huh. So there's a defend arts that needs to be learned. $7.97. Giving her something called the Queen's Whip seems a little too... seems a little much. And of course I never have anything for you. Alright. Damn. Immediately.
I'm just getting started.
I will use this power for Justin.
I feel this power inside me.
Hey, yay.
This looks easy.
Let me at him! Got a bug!
Fang!
Starstroke!
Azure Edge!
Holy power continue! First aid! Arise, a light of life! Healing circle!
You didn't think I was that strong, did you?
We're almost done here. Mithril circlet. That could be useful. MP defense. Most of the enemies that attack her are physical. What the fuck is that? It's a big boy. Holy crap. I never did try attacking one of those giant monsters before. Maybe I will start at some point here. Maybe I won't.
You'll be gone soon enough.
Shining Dragon Sword!
This is it! That's what happens when I get serious.
God, I love that. And it just restores almost everything. Of course that's a mimic.
Just drop down Spider-Man!
Repeat!
Wow. That was instant. 9,000 gold. Turquoise. Increases luck. Now, will I or will I attempt to kill that thing? You know what? I don't see why not. Will the air work on it? It's not working on it.
Everything's spinning!
Ow. Ow.
We're not done yet. Power that tries soul shine!
I guess I messed up.
Shining Dragon Sword!
Bring them on!
I'll blow you away!
They fucking murdered us.
Shining Dragon Sword!
Princess Princess, your magnificent embrace!
Divine Wolf Blood!
This is it!
Is that the best you can do?
All right.
Did I learn a new skill as I was doing that?
Azure! Azure Edge!
Oh, that hurt.
Damn it.
I'm okay!
Let's change up the strategy. Let's go on defensive positions. Bruce's? I have no idea.
Change up.
Sorry I couldn't help.
Ah.
I'll heal you.
Holy shit, that thing does damage.
This is dangerous. I'm okay. Nice.
Yeah, no doubt.
Are you okay?
Everybody run for your goddamn lives. It's gonna kill us if we're not careful.
Sorry.
No good. Time to run.
I see stars.
Oh, we are so boned.
Don't be a
Thank
pain.
you for the help. Bring them back to the abyss of death. Resurrection.
Sorry.
Nice aid smash.
You really should have focused on yourself, Estelle. Oh man.
Oh, okay. We're not doing. I can't just lie around.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and let this happen.
And they were never heard from again.
And they were never heard from again. Ay ay ay.
That Blastia's been making some weird noises.
Okay, I guess we're just getting right into it.
It's charging up air. It won't be able to fire again for a while.
If we hurry up and sneak past, the enemy will be utterly helpless.
You don't seriously think that, do you?
Here they come.
It's the Royal Guard!
From the other side, too.
We're surrounded?
We need to stand firm and hold out.
I'll do my best.
No way! Take this! No way! Take this! Another!
Please. Angelic Princess Grace, magnificent embrace.
Take this!
Wait.
Take this! Take that! No way! Another!
Here. Oh, Angelic Princess
You
Grace,
okay?
magnificent embrace.
Take
Are
this!
you okay?
Wonderful!
Holy power, come to me.
No way!
First aid. Rise, a light of life.
This wasn't so bad.
Rise, a light of life.
Take this!
Healing circle. Oh, Angelic Princess, grant us your magnificent
This
embrace.
wasn't.
All right. That was a bitch. And here comes more.
Let's eliminate them!
Moonlight
Oh,
power.
whoa, what the? Oh, whoa. Whoa. What the? Hold the? What the fucking what? I'm not even used to her skills. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. The fuck? Okay, the fuck? Okay. Can I play as a different character? I don't think so. There is a special skill where I could choose to an item where that allows me to do that, but don't have it. Never made it. What kind of arts do you have, lady? Let's just get a bunch of abilities together and just use whatever.
Oh, Capri! Hey, help me out when I'm casting!
Oh, all right.
Oh, Caprice of Innocent Waters! Champagne! You're dead!
No way! Take this!
No way! This is you're dead!
No way!
Weak! Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Glimmer of
Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Come on, Wind.
Fireball!
Around and cut 'em down.
I wish you'd stop avoiding my attacks.
Fireball!
And of course it's dead.
Bye-bye.
Ay, ay, ay. Everyone practically carried that fight.
Did we get everyone?
Whoa.
Stop zoning out.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
I'm sorry, Yuri.
Patty, maybe you should have stayed back on the ship after all.
If I'm just gonna keep causing trouble for you guys like this, maybe I should have...
Enough with the indecision and grumbling. We've come this far, haven't we?
Indeed. And you've been helping us out so far. You just never seem to be aware of everything that's going on around you. If you could just be a bit more vigilant.
We're all friends here. Didn't we tell you not to worry? Friends.
My, it's not every day we get to hear you say such sweet things, Rita.
Boy, oh boy. Why don't you guys just rub it in her face?
Shut up! Come on, we have to stop that hope on Blastia.
Okay, okay. You all heard the lady.
Friends.
Patty, what are you doing? Do you want to get left behind?
No, I'm coming. I'm coming too. After all, you guys are my friends.
Did that finally put some pep in her step? I fucking hope so. Ow.
Shining Fang!
Here I go!
Shining Dragon Swarm! Azure!
Oh, Angelic Prince.
Shining Dragon Swarm!
Dragon Upper! Holy power, come to me!
Let's go.
All right. Well, why not? I just want to give myself some TP.
This looks easy.
Don't get careless.
Punishing Smash!
Azure Edge!
First aid! Arise the light of life!
Here I go!
Azure Edge!
Okay. Let's check on everyone's equipment. Alright, so the Vorpal Sword's done. It's time for Ares to make its appearance. Or maybe the Gaia Cleaver. They're just right there. Doo-doo. Okay.
Those who obstruct the work of the knights shall be treated as criminals.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
The way he just flicks the sheath at like he just yeets it. It's so funny.
Piece of cake!
Don't get careless.
And another! And another! Azure Edge! And another!
This is power!
Oh man, do they have to pick on the healer?
Shining Fang! Take this!
Arise, the light of light! Healing circle!
Take this! Azure Wolf!
No way!
This wasn't...
Repeat! You're
How does it look, Rita?
Yes, tell us. Give us the sit rep.
just like I thought. This formula is protected by a code as well.
Well, just like every other one we've seen so far, yes. Why is that important?
Think you can break it?
I said I'd do it or die trying, didn't I?
Yeah, and I have faith that you can do it.
This has nothing to do with getting us to Miorzo anymore. There's no way in hell I'll let those idiot knights go on using these poor Blastia like this!
We don't even know why they're using it or what they're using it for, other than maybe terrorizing Miorzo.
Okay, I'll leave this to you guys.
And where are you off to, Carol?
I'm gonna keep watch down below, just in case more royal guards show up.
Well then, I'll come along and help out.
I'm going too.
It looks like Patty's cheered up.
I hope so. And you know, guy's enthusiasm actually kind of scares me.
It's Yuri's influence.
I don't know about that, but yeah, Yuri's influence does play a large part in how everyone kind of sticks together.
I guess the rest of us will stay here for now.
Yuri himself is as laid back as can be, though.
True.
Wow, they're just literally waiting for her to do it.
Looks like it'll be a while before she can crack that code.
With this epic music in the background, it's kind of jarring.
Royal Guard, huh? I wonder what those guys were planning to do with the Blastia anyway.
Royal Guard!
The knights have come back!
We've got to hold our ground here.
This looks easy.
Let me at him!
Oh boy. They're all Lance types.
Well then, here come the riffraff.
They're just waiting for us to get tired.
Rita, I shall defend this place.
No way! This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Hey, where are you going?
No way! Here I go! You didn't think I was that strong, did you?
I will use this power for justice.
I feel this power inside me!
What's next? What the?
Rita, what are you...
We have to destroy him! You worry about the knights!
What?
Rita, but why?
We're out of time! You can't possibly...
Rita!
Can't possibly what? Fight them all off? Do you have no faith in me? In us? Succeed or die trying, wasn't it?
We won't give in. Rita, do what you can and save that Blastia.
We're gonna do our best. We're going to fight them all off, so hang in there.
You guys...
I will! I'll fix this thing if it's the last thing I do!
Having a real power of friendship moment, aren't we?
And just so you know, I'm expecting the same from you guys!
Oh, hell. Guess I'll give it all I got, too.
You joining the Shining Youth Brigade or something?
Looks that way.
This looks easy.
Don't get careless.
This looks like it'll be a long fight.
Don't let your focus slip.
Shining Dragon's War! This is your magnificent
Azure Edge this!
Nightingale!
Azure Edge! And another! And another! Azure!
Owen Jones towards your magnificent grace!
Take this! And another!
This is power!
We can't let anyone through.
I'm not done yet.
I did it!
Alright.
I stopped.
Did you do it?
Rita! Way to go, Rita!
Well, I'll be. She came through.
Like I said, I had faith in her and that she could do it.
The Knights are pulling back!
It was actually astonishing that she actually didn't have any faith in herself for a second there. I guess it really is all talk.
Why? Because the Blastia stopped? I wonder what they were trying to do.
Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Now we've kept our promise to Tord. Judith, you take it from here.
Okay.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Whoa!
What is that thing?
The door has opened. That is Miorzo, homeland of the Critian people.
Can you explain how a sigil in the sky is a fucking homeland for the Critian people?
It's definitely impressive.
It's as unexpected as a dandelion blooming on the bottom of the sea.
These analogies...
Looks like they won't keep it open for us very long. We should hurry. Baul!
A flying city. Who'd have guessed?
Ah, so that's how that works. It wasn't a sigil in the sky, it was a floating thing.
Forget the city. What about that huge thing? It looks like a living creature.
It kinda does, doesn't it? Like a giant flying jellyfish.
It's a floating jellyfish.
I hate the fact that we share a similar brain cell for a second. God damn it.
It's an Entelekea, though not one I've spoken to.
An Entelekea? How did something like that swallow an entire city?
That I don't know.
I had absolutely no idea a city like this existed.
I didn't think Entelekea could look this cool either.
That's because Miorzo cut off contact with the outside world ages ago.
Makes sense.
It's not gonna attack us or anything if we get closer, right?
The fact that it responded to our bell means that it's not going to.
Don't worry. As long as Baul is with us, we should be allowed to enter.
Could we die in here? Like, if it really wanted to, could it just choose to kill us in any moment? That'd be interesting. Like, what would it do? Zap us all to death?
Man, this is amazing! Hey, look!
They're all Critians.
No shit, Sherlock. I understand that she's just saying it, but it's just like, it's a city that we know for a fact is the homeland to all Cridians. So, of course, the people we would find here are Cridians. That isn't unexpected.
Are they welcoming us?
Oh, is that Bryce?
Now this is a surprise. These visitors really are from the outside.
Well, well. So it was you who called on Miorzo.
And what is this? How strange. What curious ornaments you wear.
Hey, it's not polite to stare, you know.
How are such children as yourselves able to come here?
She's talking about you, Patty.
You too, Rita.
Is this monster an Entelekea, perhaps?
It's Baul. Have you forgotten him? Oh, you're the one who descended to the Earth some years ago, right?
I believe Judith. Yes, Judith was your name. There was something you had to attend to, and...
So you lived here, Judith?
Are you about finished? We would like to meet with the Elder.
Please feel free to do as you wish.
I guess you did live here at one point. You lived here, you dropped down to the surface, and after doing so, I guess you had no other way to get back. Makes me wonder why you did it. I mean, we already know your motivations and reasons for why you do the things that you do on the surface, but I wonder what led to you leaving.
He may be out for a walk again, though.
Okay, so they're a bit weird.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're completely sheltered from the rest of the world. Your entire perception and idea of what other cultures and people are like are a bit strained. And if all of you've ever known is your own people, then, in your own culture, then you're probably not going to respond that well and easily to other people, so...
That's actually called rude.
You're one to talk, Rita.
Ooh.
All Crichens are pretty much like that.
Fucking ducked that one. Nice job.
Like what?
Oh, easygoing, unafraid. We are dreamers and optimists, for better or worse.
So, a little different from elves.
The Critians who live on the surface are like that too.
Living together with humans, the Cridians on the surface have lost some of their naivete.
That is true.
So is the Elder like that too?
How should I put it? He's the perfect elder for weird people.
That's a weird choice of phrasing.
Sounds like quite a unique individual. I'm trying to be nice here.
This should be interesting.
The Cridians are different than I imagined.
Oh man, I totally agree.
What's so different?
You know, more like... I thought they'd be more like you, Judith.
Yeah, I'm seeing far less skin than I expected. I mean, come on!
What the
so
hell?
that's what the two of you were looking forward to?
How juvenile.
What are you looking at me for? I was talking about her personality.
Seriously, let's have some decency here.
Is it me, or are you a little disappointed too, Yuri?
I'd like to ask the same thing, Yuri.
It's you.
Ah, man.
Why are you the one to say that? That's some fucking bullshit. What? You say that? It's the one. Shouldn't they be the ones saying that? And also, if this is where she did come from, it would be kind of surprising that she actually doesn't wear more, given this is where she lived. I mean, the location definitely tells us otherwise, and her dressing attire definitely tells us something else, so... But, yeah, I don't know if Yuri and everybody else was disappointed. But,
I never would have imagined there'd be a city in a place like this.
I think I'd actually believe it if Carol was actually talking about her personality. Of course, Raven would be the one looking for more eye candy. I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know about your either. But you know, if it just happened that way, I'm pretty sure most of them would just be like, ah, well that's great. They all are eye candy. Nice.
There's so many types of Blastia I've never seen before.
I didn't even know this was her home this is her homeland until just recently. I didn't even know she came from here. But yeah, the fact that she this is her homeland and this is where she was born, it definitely tells you something. It definitely gives you the idea that maybe they would dress this way. But yeah. I suppose if you did go in with that kind of knowledge in the back of your mind, you probably would be kind of hoping that maybe they dress similarly, but I don't know anymore. I mean, I don't know if she even mentioned this was her homeland. Eh.
Looks like the Cridians really were the ones who created Blastia in the first place.
Yes, seeing all this Blastia makes it very easy to believe that.
It sure would be nice if we happened upon a way to do something about your power, Mrs. Stell.
Really, that would be nice, but...
It's not working.
It doesn't have a core. It's just the body.
This city has stopped using Blastia. What you see here is what everyone threw out long ago.
Why would they do that?
Because that was the path we chose.
It's been a long time, Elder.
So you were the cause of all this commotion outside. You've returned to us.
These children are humans who are traveling with me.
This is Blastia, is it not?
It's interesting to see Sojiro back in another old man form. But yeah, Sojiro Sakura's voice actor is now back in action, this time as an elder of some long-lost civilization.
Yes, it's my Bodhi Blastia that I use.
I thought that Earth dwellers had stopped using Blastia, like us.
You honestly think they would? With the power it wields?
Do you not use the Blastia here because it uses a special formula too?
There are no normal or special types of Blastia. Blastia is made by crushing Apatheia and processing those pieces with technology to produce cores, and through the absorption of air.
Hold it. Cores are made from crushed Apatheia?
Indeed, that is what the stories say. It appears Apatheia was too powerful in its original form. Even without that power, it is a stone more valuable than any precious gem. This is why its power was restrained by breaking it into pieces and carving formulas into it, and thus its numbers were also increased.
Interesting. So all the Blastia that we have then and that we use in our day-to-day lives is actually just crushed pieces and remnants of Apatheia, which come from Entelikeia. In other words, we've been using the dead husks of Entelikeia for all of our combat and military and convenience everyday needs.
Our legends tell us that cores were always produced in this way.
A bit ironic, huh?
Yeah. The Apatheia that comes from Entelikeia, who hate Blastia, is necessary to make the very Blastia that they hate.
Maybe Pharaoh didn't tell us about Apatheia because he felt uncomfortable talking about it, you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, you'd feel uncomfortable about it too if someone took your fucking soul, crushed it into tiny little pieces, and then made a fucking power out of it, and started using it to fucking, well, do all kinds of crazy shit. And then they started farming you and your soul for more power. You'd feel a little uncomfortable about that, I'm sure, as well.
Elder, there are many things I'd like to ask you about.
We're trying to find out what sort of role Blastia played in ancient times. And if Blastia ever brought disasters to this world, we'd like to know how they might have been stopped. Miorzo must still have some folklore, right? Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
Very well. My home would be a better place to speak of such things. Please go inside and wait for me there.
Hey there. Where are you going?
I was in the middle of my daily walk. I'll return to my house before too long.
Apatheia, Blastia, air disturbances, Entelakea. It looks like everything's connected.
We might even see more connections once he's told us the Critian folklore.
The Elder's house is the large building with a differently colored roof than all the others.
Gotcha.
Patty, we're leaving.
Oh yeah, I'm coming too.
Huh.
You used to live in Myorzo, Judy?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
What sort of kid were you?
A little shy and overindulged, maybe?
A little shy?
That's hard to picture.
That is hard to picture.
Beyond imagining, isn't it?
Everyone told me I was a strange child.
Yes, I can see that. A child being called strange by strange people.
She must have been Judy-like since she was little.
I'd like to ask you all exactly what that means to each of you.
You should take it for what it is. Honestly, we wouldn't have it any other. What the fuck? What are you doing here? You shouldn't be able to come here. What are you, like the Phantom Chef? The hell is... how the hell are you... Never mind. Fucking weirdo doing here? Jesus. Guess you found me. You're pretty good. I'll teach you to cook as a reward. Learn the recipe for cream stew. It'll give you this so you can practice. Obtain 3 sets of ingredients for the recipe. Gotta go. Till we meet again, dudes. And he's gone. This guy's such a fucking weirdo, and he pops up in the weirdest places. Like I was saying, though, I'm sure... you just gotta take it for what it is. I mean, they're not being insulting when they say it. They're just saying that you have a very interesting personality. A very eccentric personality. Even eccentric amongst these strange Critians. And honestly, I like Judy as a character. I like her character a lot. I think she's quite charming despite the, you know, and not just because of her looks either. Oh. I think that, her childhood is interesting. I wonder what kind of child she must have been like. I mean, she said she was shy and overindulged, but I wonder what she means by that. Yeah. But yeah, I think Judy's great. I think she's got a great and interesting personality. And she's not great just because of her looks. She doesn't have, and by personality, I'm not talking about that either, but I am saying that I just like her character. She's got the femme fatale thing going on, and she also just is pretty nice when she wants to be. And she's also kind of, and she's also kind of, you know, I'm trying to think of more to say. I'm actually trying to think of more to say. I mean, there has to be more, right? Or did I just forget? Or did they not bother to put that much into her character? Well, I mean, honestly, when you go for a character like Judy, it's kind of hard not to focus more on the assets than the actual character, but it's at the same time, you know, you definitely want to build an actual character with that shit. Anyways, I do think she's a good character. And she's got interesting motivations at the very least. Her contributions to the story, as well as the way that she goes about handling certain situations, and also just her kindness and overall pleasant, you know, she's kind of nice to be around. She's just a joy to be around. It's all what makes up her, you know, her uniqueness and her interesting sort of role as a character in our party. But yeah, I do enjoy her character. It's just hard to talk about the good qualities of someone, especially when you're not used to talking about people other than maybe yourself, or you're just not used to saying them out loud. Is it true you humans actually use Blastia? Yeah, we use Blastia. But yeah, I wouldn't. It's funny that she takes it as if like she's like they're mocking her or something like that. It's just you know, it's funny. Is there a shop in this place? Oh, that's a warehouse. You know, there's warehouses everywhere, but you never find shops anywhere. Well, I found the hotel to this place. Do you want to rest? Or maybe this is just a resting zone? No apartments? Interesting. What do Cridians do around here? They gotta do something, right? Do they have an economy? Do they have any sort of structure? Buildings can be seen in the distance. Baul is the only one that can reach them. Initially, we Cridia just made a town in a remote location away from other people. Then Crone swallowed the town. Now we have quite the symbiotic relationship. So this is a Crone? Oh, you're the people that came from the outside. How boring. You're so normal. Okay. Welcome to Miorzo. You can't even kill time coming to a place like this. Are you people bored? Is there really nothing to do around here? What the fuck do you people do? Oh look, Judith is with you too. Do you remember me? It's me. Me. You left this city without really getting to know it. Well, she was probably bored to tears here. I mean, I would be bored to tears here myself. Though it's giving me serious Legend of Zelda dungeon area vibes.
Do you think we should really just go in?
He's the one who told us to wait for him here.
I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
No. I mean, have you seen this place? Have you talked to the people here? I have.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
But they're not as weird and as special as you.
Actually, you're kind of like that too, Judith.
You mean special?
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Seems like Patty'd fit right in here too.
Might be nice to live here.
Ah, there you are.
Yes, there we are. What, were you looking for us?
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting. Now, please, step this way if you will. Huh? This is the very means by which the lore of Miorzo is passed on.
The lore. Lore with a big capital L. Here we go. It's time for our daily Dark Souls video, brought to you by VodiVidia.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall, and repeat these words.
Why don't you fucking do it, old man? You're literally right there.
City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
City of dreams veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
What's happening?
They got a nice up view of everyone. Definitely. Nice up view. Anyways.
Whoa. So the Nagik can do this kind of stuff too.
You know about the Nagig. Through its power and the secret phrase handed down, the wall's true form is revealed.
I just realized, did his voice just suddenly change? His voice sounded a little different earlier, and now it sounds like Sojiro again.
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritia, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garaios, and ancient sages.
Okay, you can read that?
Our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
So, yeah, I figured.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
Is that really what that is? Is that big old blob the air? That's fucking concerning.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
Actually, didn't we fight a giant blob of something in the desert too? Like, just like a small blob of something that we couldn't kill because we were so fucking tired from all the wandering around in the dry heat. But they also acknowledged that it was too powerful to actually kill. You know what? Never mind.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Adephagos.
Adephagos?
The world united to challenge the Adephagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Entelakea?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garayo civilization was lost, the Adephagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
So then, is this painting showing the Adephagos being brought under control?
What is that?
It looks like a large ring. What is that?
I can't say. I've wondered that myself.
You can't say? How old is this fucking thing? Well, it's probably centuries old, but still.
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Adephagos disappeared into the void.
That's fucking morbid.
What?
The world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin. 240th year of Asul.
What's that supposed to mean?
The music suddenly stopped.
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean. Our ancestors created the Blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire civilization.
Indeed, but clearly the children of the full moon also might have had a hand in it. Or they contributed in some way. In fact, the blob does have a person at its center. Could that blob be a child of the full moon? Does a child of the full moon turn into an Adephagos?
They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Miorzo.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
You know what's helpful? there's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
What a interesting little segue. Be like, yes, and this is all of our lore. Quite interesting. I'm glad you all enjoyed, and I'm glad you all got something out of it. By the way, you know what's helpful? The fuck? A magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal. Great. I'm sure that's wonderful to know. Thanks for the tip. I'll remember that. I'll remember about this conversation and the magic cucumber. Oh my god. Also, what's so magical about the cucumber? And also, does it get used for any other things other than fucking food? I'm done.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while?
We already found it.
I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
Yes, let us be going. Estelle left the party. Gee.
Everything the Elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan, then? I will not let that happen! Never! I won't give up on her.
Look at Rita. God, she really did come a long way from being that one prickly-ass little mage that just sits in her fucking house all day in the middle of a cave city. Care less about the interests of other people. Alright, I guess we go wander around and look for Estelle. Hello, I'm here to tell you about synthesizing. No. This stuff has been here in the city for ages. Would you like to have it? I'll trade you gold coins for it. Oh, you actually sell shit here? Good. I've been needing to take a look at my inventory. Oh, wait, we don't need this. Alright, and what else? Shadowfang, a sword rep responsible for massive bloodshed. It's fucking sexy. That's also sexy, but she ain't here to use it. A mithril sword? Oh, that's cool, actually. Forged out of lost metal, the firm blade is like a well-polished mirror. You know, anything that's usually mithril is supposed to be like the most OP weapon in any game. Dark crystal. Man, oh man, that's just starting to rise up. Flay Mars. Mithril helm, mithril circlet? Well, shit. Also, wait, we have one? I guess we never equipped it. Well, since we can... Oh, we can't forge it. Son of a bitch. I'll just buy 3 of these. 3 of both of these. Ay, ay, ay. Mithril cloak, mithril guard, and mithril plates? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, sweet, we can actually synthesize this one. I would love to synthesize this one on the cheap, if you don't mind. Mithril. Can't make it, so we'll have to buy it. I guess we'll have to buy it. We're running low on funds, but it's worth it. It's worth it if it means everyone can have good armor. I'll just buy one. Okay. Mithril boots. Boots made of mithril, the ideal leg guard. Leg gear. Let's buy a couple of those. Okay. And let's also synthesize that party switching thing. Because if the game is gonna pull fast ones on me like that, I'm gonna need it. Change the controlled character during battle. Yes. Alright. Boy oh boy. We're learning a lot of interesting things, aren't we? Now, where the hell did Estelle go? Let's get everyone's equipment sorted out first, I guess. Since we're kind of here and ready to do it. Actually, you know what? Keep the Gothic plate. Keep that Gothic plate. Let's switch out that. Let's switch that out for the Mithril. And let's give you Mithril boots. Dog has 2 gladiator stuff, so... Is it better than this Mithril one? Of course not. And what about you? Alright, now let's try and find Estelle. Let's lay low for now. Let's lay low for now. Alright, I guess we won't be talking to her then. I guess we'll be getting rest then. Got nothing better else to do. This town is boring as shit. It doesn't take a whiz to know that.
The Cataclysm? The Adephagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the Child of the Full Moon
brings about the Adephagos
isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Adephagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Adephagos, the children of the full moon.
But wait! Aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia. That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The Elder said that Blastia are Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
Bodhi Blastia are special, but all Blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same. And formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the Children of the Full Moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more Blastia, the Adephagos will awaken. This is what the Entelekea are afraid of.
And that's what I was worried about.
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
I mean, yeah, it is kind of shocking that you spend your entire life researching and loving the work that you do, and then you realize it's all fucking meaningless to an extent, because it all leads to something truly awful, you know? It's funny because Final Fantasy VII also had themes about pollution and about how stealing the life force of the planet is bound to have serious long-term ramifications for the planet itself. But here, using Blastia in general has serious long-term ramifications that hurt not just the planet, but also the things that live on the planet, the environments, everything.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Myorzo did?
Aye. We should toss every Blastia in the trash. Gotta row our boats with oars, too.
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives. Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia, Bodhi Blastia too.
Oh, you know, that's actually a good point. Because there's monsters everywhere. And the Barrier Blastia is the only thing that keeps the monsters from killing off all of the, swarming and attacking all of the cities, empires, villages. It's the only thing that prevents them from getting close. If you were to take down the Barrier Blastia, there would be nothing stopping the monsters from trying to take over, well, from just fucking everything up. That being said, though, there are some examples of towns and cities that haven't been affected by monsters, even though there are no Barrier Blastia. But those seem to come with serious costs. Very interesting alternative issues. Like that one town where time flows differently, and what seems like, like something that happened 17 years ago happened like 100, maybe 300 years ago.
Yeah, you're right.
So, it's really not possible?
I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing that really gives us a lot of power.
Yeah.
I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about consuming air. But I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
All things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air. Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula.
But how does that work? What does this mean? In the end, she's the child of the full moon. Her ability to manipulate air also happens to be the same type of problem, isn't it? Because, I mean, her problems are on the same level as the Hermes Blastia, right? So, that being said, I mean, Doesn't that seem like it kind of shoots down that idea that Estelle is the closest thing to the Rizomato formula? Because she's part of the contributing factor of why there's so much air consumption. But I'm assuming that you're onto something. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe she's not implying that she is the cleanest way to control air, but necessarily, but that her ability to freely manipulate it in general is a part, kind of goes into that idea. So figuring out how she freely manipulates air, and then tapping into that, and then trying to manipulate it in a way to where it doesn't really consume the air, is the next step in the process. I guess. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power?
I don't really get it, but...
You neutralize her power?
If you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Adephagos.
Awesome!
Sounds difficult, but awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Everything's awesome.
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find?
Well, we've done dumber things, like chase after a Ceres Blastia, a water Blastia for a lower quarter town.
Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this formula. For Estelle, and for me.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven, where are you going?
Well, clearly he's done.
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah. For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them.
That's true. Who are the people that we know are looking for Apatheia? We know that Flynn's looking for Apatheia. We know that the Hunter Blades are looking for Apatheia. And we also know that Raven was looking for Apatheia at one point, and so was probably the Dawn. He responds to the Dawn's orders after all. So there are quite a lot of people who are looking for the Apatheia, but we don't know if there's a central figure behind that. And for all we know, the Dawn was probably looking for Apatheia for his own reasons, and not necessarily for somebody else's. So it all kind of is a bit iffy as to who is looking for the Apatheia. But there are a few ideas, of course. There is a few possibilities. It could be anyone, but the Empire is the most likely culprit. I mean, all the shitbags are in the Empire, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Imperials will have a serious need for Apatheia. As far as which specific Imperial is looking for Apatheia is debatable. There's a lot of nobility and a lot of people who probably would absolutely not care about the ramifications of using Blastia as a means of furthering their own power. Especially something like Hermes Blastia. And so the question again still stands. Who among all of the Imperial nobility and the government could possibly be seeking to use Hermes Blastia to further their own ends? It has to be someone pretty high up, I would imagine. Someone around the Commandant's level. But I don't know if the Commandant himself is looking for Hermes Blastia, or if it's like someone... It's gotta be someone very high up. That's why my theory is that it's got to be the king who's supposed to be dead. It could be that the king merely posed that he died, just so that way he had a much more... So that way he can estrain himself from the throne and further focus on furthering his own power. Like I theorized, he could be trying to become a god, but that's again just a theory. Now the more likely scenarios that doesn't sound too ridiculous and illogical to fathom the ones that would probably make the most sense based off of the information that we have so far would be that someone from the royal family, or maybe the commandants, somebody in the government and high up in the government wants Hermes Blastia and wants the Apatheia to create Hermes Blastia. Now the question, of course, again, goes back to the same question as earlier. What the hell do they need it for? And which one of them is it? Come to think of it, there is another royal line of there is another royal blood that's in line for succession. There's Prince Yoder, the Commandant, and Flynn answers to the Commandant, but he could just be getting his orders from somebody else. Maybe from Prince Yoder. Or maybe the Commandant's giving him the orders, but the Commandant is also behaving on the orders of somebody else. There is also a council. There is a Wiseman's Committee. There is an Imperial Court that also is higher up in the chain of command of things, so perhaps they are the ones looking for it as well. So there's a lot of open possibilities here. It's just narrowing down our suspects is going to be the point of our next investigation. I'm on the idea that it's either got to be the council, or maybe it's even Yoder himself. The Commandant seems like the more likely suspect as well, over Yoder, but again, we have to kind of play in the realm of what's possible. And I do believe that it's the council, or it's gotta be the Commandant. Those are my two main suspects so far. Now, it could also be someone outside of the Empire, but I highly doubt that. The Empire has been too much of a pain in my ass, and the pain of all of our asses, and has been too busy fucking up everything to not to not be a, not be the main leading problem or the people behind these issues. But anyways, I'm done with the spitballing. Let's go ahead and get back into this.
Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends?
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
That's kind of up to them.
What was that?
Okay. Yeah, what was that?
This Blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with a core.
Something's written here. Warp Blastia?
Warp Blastia? Meaning that it teleports people?
So in other words, someone used this to leave Miorzo?
It looks that way.
Didn't they get rid of all the Blastia here? There shouldn't be any functioning, right?
Yes. At least that's how it should be.
Then someone used it. Then someone if they got rid of all the Blastia, then someone brought it here. Which... It's Raven. It's fucking Raven. Raven fucking hightailed it out of here. He fucking hightailed it out of here. After hearing that information, he's probably gonna go back and answer to some people. We don't know what his motivations are either. So, that happened. Great. So Raven just up and fucked off and went to go do something. Maybe go report on someone. Maybe he was spying on us. Maybe that was the whole point of him being around us. I kind of had a feeling that was going to be the case. Guy was so flippant all the time.
What could a functional Blastia be doing here?
It appears that someone's left the town.
Yeah, and his name starts with an R.
Estelle. Where's Estelle?
Wait, and where'd the old man go?
Hang on. He couldn't have, did he? Did he? After hearing the story, did he just take Estelle and run? He couldn't have done that. Did he? But why? Does he plan to kill Estelle? No. or what is, or maybe he does. The whole situation wouldn't be a problem if Estelle probably died. That could be that is the line of thinking after all. That's what Pharaoh was operating under the assumption of, and it likely is the best course of action. But why would Raven want to kill Estelle? Is it really to protect the world? Or is it just because he's answering to somebody else? I have no idea. But there's no way in God's green earth he's going to go and take Estelle and go kill her off somewhere.
Huh? You don't think both of them used this?
No, I think Raven used it and took Estelle with him.
What do you mean?
The Blastia in our towns should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
A core was probably brought in from outside the town. It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula.
But why would she...
Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Oh. Could it be that maybe Estelle went of her own accord? Is she planning to go and potentially sacrifice her own life to save the... That would be fucked.
Very well.
Let's look for them too.
That's bullshit.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
Do you think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
Yeah, or else Yuri might have to do something about it. Shit, man. If they're working together, and it turns out that, it could be on the ship. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, if they literally did leave together, and Estelle is, looking to want to put it into everything with her own two hands by sacrificing herself so she may preserve the world, it's a pretty fucked up thing to think about, but it's highly possible. We're talking about someone as kind and as benevolent as Estelle. She probably would consider something that fucking ridiculous. Aren't they just hiding around somewhere? I just looked around, I couldn't find them. Can't check the warehouse? We can't find the girl or the man. They may have gone to another island. I heard that your friend has started to disappear. We've been looking for the city. El Terese Estese, that was her name, right? Oh, the elder told us to go look for them. Yeah. No. People are useless. Useless. Damn it, she's nowhere. Where could they be? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, well, it's a little early for it, but I am thinking of calling it here, so yeah, that being said, I'll go ahead and attempt to end this video in a moment, but before that, so, man, I really hope I really hope that Raven isn't committing to wanting to kill Estelle, or Estelle's wanting to kill herself, or any of that shit. That would be pretty fucked. But also, I'm also more concerned about I'm still more concerned about Raven in particular. Why is he the way that he is? We don't know who he is, what his motivations are still. He's still a very aloof character. We can't take anything he says or does very seriously. We always have to take everything with a grain of salt, but I really fucking hope he's not going to try and do some stupid bullshit. But it's highly possible. It's within his cards. It's within the realm of possibility, so yeah. It's a little irksome, certainly. But yeah. So it's clear to me, at least, that the Child of the Full Moon will bring about the Adephagos. They will be probably the center point of the Adephagos problem. In fact, it's highly possible that maybe the Children of the Full Moon actually gather up the air, and it condenses within them to turn themselves into an Adephagos. There's so many possibilities here. So many. And we can't bring up the mural just to get a better look at it. So yeah, I'd imagine that the Adephagos must be a Child of the Full Moon. There can't be an Adephagos without a Child of the Full Moon. It just seems like it makes the most logical sense. The painting shows a person in the blob that looks like it's supposed to be the Adephagos. And so it only makes more sense to me when I think about it. And when I think about the role of the Child of the Full Moon, that the Child of the Full Moon and the Adephagos are likely one and the same. So, in order to prevent Estelle from becoming an Adephagos, we will need to bring the air under control, but it's also possible that Estelle herself is going to be the main contributing factor as to how the Adephagos will be born. Like, maybe if she ends up using her powers so much to the point to where it just, it builds an unstable reaction within her being, it could build up into such a way to where it becomes its own entity. And remember, everything that's been leading up to this, Belius did say that so long as she held on to that kindness, the power likely would turn, likely things could turn out differently. I wonder if what she meant by that was that Estelle's power could turn out very differently, depending on trying to center my thoughts more so on this. But I wonder if what Belius was trying to say was that the form the Adephagos takes could potentially be born entirely by the will of in the form and in the will of the one who ends up bringing about the Adephagos. So, since Estelle is a child of the full moon, and she's more likely to become an Adephagos, it makes more sense to me that if she were to turn into an Adephagos, her will and her desire to protect life on the planet may very well be the reason, may very well be how that may contribute to the behavior of the Adephagos if it were to appear once again. But it still would spell the end for a few things. For example, it still would, because it's a blob of air, may contribute to poisoning the world. And so, in a twisted sense, Estelle's issue with wanting to help people may actually bring about the end of all sentient life and all life as we know it. Because if the Adephagos can't control the amount of air it permeates, and if the air tends to create a poisoning effect that ends up becoming toxic to most people, she may end up killing people anyways. But what's important to understand is that if she still is somewhat in control, if her emotions, if her subconscious mind is the thing that will take control of the Adephagos, it still might be possible and reasonable that she may take that knowledge about how Blastia works with her into the form, and so it may adjust itself in accordance to that sort of perspective knowledge. I have no idea. This is all just pure hypothetical, but it's like, how is it that how does the Adephagos function? We don't know any of this. And again, I'm just focusing on the Adephagos specifically. There's other possibilities we could consider here, but I think that Estelle and her power contributing to the creation of the Adephagos may very well play a hand in that. But yeah, that's neither here or there. As to who wants to gather all the Hermes Blastia and all of that other crap, it's likely that they just are trying to covet their own power. Now, the real question, of course, is why are they coveting that power? The person who is trying to get all this Blastia, trying to get all this Hermes Blastia, and trying to find all this Apatheia to create likely more Hermes Blastia, I wonder if the person who's trying to gain the power through the Hermes Blastia, what their motivations are. Because we don't know what they're scheming, we don't know what they plan to use all that power for, and when we do find them, I wonder who they are and what their motivations would be. Because we don't know anything about them quite yet. They're very much an aloof figure behind the scenes, playing their cards and trying to find all these differing things like Apatheia and I don't know about more Blastia. They were actually gathering Blastia at one point, but now they're just primarily looking for Apatheia. I wonder if they also know what role Estelle plays in the lore of things, in the grand scheme of things, and if they do, and if they were to find out about it, would they try to kidnap and take Estelle? It's actually possible that Raven is working for our very secret and conniving villain in the background who's yet to reveal himself, who's trying to covet all of this power with a Hermes Blastia, but I have no idea. I don't know. All of this stuff, again, is just pure speculation. But, yeah. So many things to look forward to in the next episode. I am going to wrap it up right here. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.